Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nick, and this is Fitness Reject. Now, I did post a story on my Instagram. If you guys follow me, you would have saw it. And I basically just posted a question, and that question was, what topics would you guys like to see me discuss on my YouTube channel? So I went through all the, the feedback that I got, and a lot of it kind of pertained to the exact same stuff. So I chose the question of how to lose weight quickly, or I guess faster, if you will. And real fast, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I would love it if you guys did. You guys can find me at Fitness Reject on IG. So with that being said, I'm excited to talk about today's subject because honestly, there's a lot of stuff you can do to expedite the process, but I also want you guys to know what works and what doesn't and what to stay away from. So let's get it. All right, guys. So there's a ton of information to go over today, but we're gonna get through it and we'll get through it together, I promise. Now, the first portion of this is going to be about effectiveness. Being an effective person is so important, especially when it comes to losing weight, because that could mean the difference between losing weight quickly or not losing weight at all. And it's really, really easy to become stagnant or lazy when it comes to, choosing what to eat or, going to the gym, skipping out on the gym and all this other stuff. Like, it just doesn't work. If you're in the gym, right, and you're busting your ass and you're doing all the things you need to be doing in there, but you go home and your diet is just straight shit, why are you in the gym? You're just playing catch up. You need to get your diet right before you're even in the gym. It's super important. Like, people just don't understand that you have to have both together. They coincide with weight loss. There's a reason why people always say that your diet is way more important than what you're doing in the gym. Because if it's not right, you're not gonna make no progress. And there's so many people that I've heard, tell me, oh, well, man, like, I'm always in the gym and, whatever, but I'm not really losing any weight and I'm just kind of getting bigger and whatever. Okay, well, I always ask people, what's your diet like? Oh, well, I don't really have a diet, I don't really follow that. I just, eat a lot of protein and whatever. It doesn't work that way. Okay, you gotta have both. Both have to be right. So count out your calories. Like, it's not very hard. You guys can use the app MyFitnessPal. I'll put that in the link below. And honestly, it's really, really easy. Like, you just download the app, plug in what you're eating. You could say I'm eating a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, and it's there, and you can just select it, and it automatically puts in all the macros, all your calories, and it'll help you to learn how to count your macros as well if you don't already know how to do that. So the next spot is consistency. Now, being consistent is honestly almost even more important than being effective, because if you're not consistent with what you're doing in the gym, with what you're eating, it's not gonna work. Like, I can tell you from firsthand experience that I've been in a place where I lost a whole bunch of weight and then gained a whole bunch of weight back, and even more than what I had originally lost, which was super depressing. And I remember looking back at my photos like, oh my God, bro, if I would have just stuck it out and stayed in the gym, I would have been in even better shape than when I originally quit. So it's like, don't do that to yourself. It's so sucky to be climbing this mountain, get close to the top, and then you just let go. It's not worth it. So if you're gonna start this journey, be consistent. Like, it's gonna help you out a lot, and being consistent, like I always tell you guys, is gonna just lead to just being a habit. It's gonna be, it's gonna be something that's just embedded in you that you need to do. Instead of going out partying on a Friday night, you know that you gotta get the gym in, that it's leg day and you gotta get that. So be consistent. Now, the next portion is really just helping you guys understand that you guys need to have a plan. Having a plan with what you're eating, meal preps and stuff like that is very, very key. Having a plan and a routine, a workout regimen for when you go to the gym is very, very important. You have to have those, because if you walk into the gym and you're just like, we'll see what's open. Like, no, that's not how you work out. You don't do that. You need to have a plan. You need to walk in there. Like, for me, I know that if I'm training arms that day, that I'm gonna jump on the cables. I'm gonna do the tricep pull downs, cable curls, all that good stuff. I'm gonna, do preacher curls, and I'm gonna do suicides and close grip barbell press and all this different stuff. I know exactly what I'm gonna do because I have a regimen. Now, there are gonna be times when, you know, you've been doing something for so long that now you got to switch it up, and that's okay. But just get a plan in, because it's really fail or succeed. You know, and in order to succeed, you got to have that in place for yourself. And if you guys don't know how to write a workout regimen, and you don't really want to ask anybody for one, I was the same way. I ended up going on a site called Under the Barbell, and I'll put a link in the description as well for that, so you guys can check it out. And on that site, you guys can actually look up different workouts, and there's full routines Monday through Friday. Like, it's all on there. And you can even choose like bro splits, and there's, you know, mass gainer workouts, and there's, you know, workouts to become leaner or lose weight, all this stuff, and everything's included. It even talks about cardio and what to do for that. And they're relatively cheap. I think I bought a couple of them. Like, they're like 15, 25 bucks. Like, everyone's a little bit different, but they're all really, really affordable. So if you don't have the time to, you know, write one out or whatever, or maybe you just don't know how, then just buy one. And that's okay. And maybe you're like me as well, where I didn't really have the money to buy it at first until later on, so I had to, you know, make my own workout routine. Luckily, I kind of already had some experience in the gym, so I knew what to train together and what to kind of train on separate days. So I ended up just going on Pinterest, and I looked up, you know, workouts for men. And I just kind of went through, found a bunch of shoulder workouts, found a bunch of back workouts, found a bunch of, you know, bicep and tricep workouts, and all this different stuff. And I just kind of linked them all together, gave myself the essentials, and started adding from there. And that's what it's about. So if you guys do have the ability to buy a workout plan, it's really, really cool, because you can just take that, have a great foundation, and it was built by someone who understands what they're doing. And from there, you can either, you know, add stuff or maybe replace things. You know, maybe you feel like some workouts work better for you than others, and you can start to flip-flop it around and create something that is specific for your body, which is always super, super important as well, because you want to do what works for you, not for, you know, your buddy or your neighbor, your cousin, your friend. Like, you have to have something that's in place for yourself. So even moving into meal preps, that's really, really important too, because you have to have those set up. It's really difficult unless you're like, you work from home and you just have the time. It's really difficult to try to cook everything before your day starts, you know. And I know there's a lot of videos out there where people are like, oh, this is my day of eating. Listen, not a lot of people get to stay home every single day or work from home, or their job is to literally work out and stuff like that. So if you're not blessed in that part of your life, then you need to meal prep. And it's really, really easy. Once again, you can go on Pinterest and look up meal preps and stuff like that, and just type in. Once you find how many calories you're supposed to be eating for that day, go on Google and just look up meal preps for this many calories. It's really easy. That's what I first started doing. I didn't understand how to count macros or how to do any of that stuff. So I literally just went online, typed in meal plan for this many calories, and that was it. And I just followed it. Started adding and taking away as I learned about my macros, and I started learning about calories and, you know, calorie dense foods opposed to eating for volume and stuff like that. So it's very, very essential that you guys find a proper meal plan and stick to it. I know it's really, really difficult, especially if you're eating a lot in a day, or maybe you are doing intermittent fasting and you're waiting and stuff like that. Honestly, sometimes, even for me, like if I wait, you know, till 3 or 4 o'clock to eat, normally that's cool for me, but there's some days where I'm like, all right, boy, I'm about to go to Wiener Schnitzel and get like 16 corn dogs. And that just comes with waiting for like way too long to eat. So don't do that to yourself, especially if you're meal prepping. You know, make them interesting, make them fun, and make them taste good. You know, nobody wants to eat crap every single day. Like that gets super old, and it makes your diet really, really hard to stick to. And yes, there's a lot of people that are okay eating chicken, broccoli, and rice every single day. They don't miss a beat, and they're okay with that. Honestly, for me, I kind of flip-flop between being okay with eating bland food and not being okay with it. So I always have sauces and stuff like that at work. I like to do like, you know, Frank's Red Hot, or I used to do barbecue, then I found out how much sugar that crap had. and it's not really great for you. So I do that, or there's even like soy sauce substitutes, and with those ones, like, it's really cool because, you know, for me, flavor is really important. So I just want to make sure that what I'm eating is like gonna taste good too, because it kind of sucks when you just like shovel the food in your mouth and then wash it down with water because you don't want to taste it. Like, don't do that to yourself. It'll be very hard to be effective and consistent and all the above. It's gonna be very hard. So make sure your food tastes good, but most importantly, make sure that you have a plan. And that is basically it. You know, with those ones, or with everything that I kind of said, those are the essentials to losing weight quicker or faster. You know, being effective, being, you know, consistent, and having a plan. Those three things are the foundation, the fundamentals of losing weight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did my best to explain stuff as best I can, and I'm sorry that my voice is going out. I've done like a million takes already. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then please hit the like button. And if you guys want to see more content from me, then please hit the subscribe button. And once again, I love you all. Thank you very much. It's all love, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.